A lot of people get confused on how to rotate, when to rotate, where to rotate, EXP lane, gold lane, jungle, objectives, clear minions first or rotate first, which one has prior early game, which lane should you focus on for the biggest duration of the game. So today I'm gonna explain this or make it less ambiguous to you, because this isn't a topic that can be covered in a 10-minute video. But to do this, I'm gonna be playing Pharsa in 5Q with my friends, and I'll explain every rotation decision we made. So first of all, clear minion waves immediately at level 1, fast as possible, because the enemy mage wasn't there and we will not waste our time, and then rotating immediately to the EXP lane. Our jungler decided to prio the gold lane, or simply because Hera has better movement speed and better rotation, so she can go to the gold lane before turtle and then come back to the EXP lane. So our role at the Roman mid is to prio EXP to get the EXP gap before the first turtle, so we can secure it. Our gank didn't work exactly according to plan, but on our way back to the mid lane, we noticed that the enemy jungler didn't take his blue buff, so chances he was taking our blue buff, and that's what happened. So we fast cleared his blue buff, and then since we cleared mid, there are minions clashing, but as you can see, our EXP laner did a high cut, so we need to back him up. That's why we all went in, tried to get a kill. And here, Sylvana made a mistake, position mistake, which led to her death. So after getting the kill, we go back to mid lane, we get the minions. Even though we lost 2 minions, the enemy mage 2 was fighting, so he lost those minions too. So no harm done. And when we clear this minion wave, we're still gonna get our level 4 because we secured the kill. Now to the first problem of this game. The EXP laner died just when the turtle spawned. So, ditch the turtle, go to the gold lane straight. And here we successfully got a kill on Hanabi, because she thought we were going for a turtle. And we delayed that. They got the turtle, it's fine. It doesn't matter, as long as we still have some gold and EXP gap. Also in numbers, if you want to think about it, our gold laner got a free third plate, got an assist on Hanabi, so it's a win for us. Now pause the video for a second and think about this. Our gold laner is getting ganked, our EXP laner just died. Where are we supposed to go? Think about it really quick. You got the answer? Okay, if you thought the answer is gold lane, unfortunately that's wrong. Okay, look at the map again. We have the jungler and the roamer in gold lane, and we have the EXP laner who lost due to a gank from Paquito. So he's now weaker than Sylvana in terms of gold and EXP. So he needs a gank, and our gold laner is getting the backup from the jungler and the roamer. So the obvious answer here is gank EXP lane. And as you can see, we successfully killed the Sylvana, and our gold lane didn't die. Matter of fact, he pushed that turret and no one died there on our side. Until we had this unfortunate incident and our jungler died. So now we need to do something. Okay, and just to be clear, this wasn't a plan, this was pure luck. Or according to the roamer's plan. The fact that the enemy dived in the turret thinking they can kill the roamer inside the turret when there is a mage there with their stun ready is just a dumb move by the enemies. So try not to make these kind of mistakes in your ranked games. Because this is the mistake that made the Paquito lose all his advantage against the Hirara, the gold and EXP advantage from the objectives and the proper farming and rotation. I'm not saying that our Hirara didn't do a proper rotation, but I'm just saying that Paquito, being the oppressive and the strong bruiser fighter he is, he had a slight early game advantage. But that doesn't matter now. What matters is we're still ganking the enemy gold laner, we're still making sure they die. And you can see from the score, 10-5. It's about time we start taking more turrets, think about taking objectives, and end this game from the 5-minute mark. There is a simple rule I follow in my solo games, in 5Q games, no matter what I do, a simple rule about ganking. Save, equalize, and gank for the rotation in general. So save, which means if there is a lane that is being ganked by the enemy right now, it's your highest priority if no one is there to back your ally. Like when you saw the gold lane, he was getting ganked by the enemy roamer. Our roamer and jungler went there, so that's the save. Now the equalize, our EXP lane died to the enemy Paquito, so we went, me and the EXP laner, the mage and the EXP laner, to the EXP lane to kill the EXP laner. That's equalizing. Ganking is when neither of these options are available. Whether your teammates are not getting ganked and your teammates did not lose already a fight by an ambush. So you have to make the first move. And usually the first move is where you set your priority. Priorities are either objective about to spawn or objective spawned. So you go to the lane where the objective is. Otherwise, you go to the lane you feel it's most likely losing or needs a bit of more pushing, as in more gold, more EXP, or just simply getting turrets or pushing back the enemy, forcing them to recall or killing them to get either of these gold EXP turrets. So that's basically what is rotation, what is ganking. Now, when do you rotate? Do you rotate before clearing minion waves or after? Do you sacrifice some minion waves? Yeah, you do sacrifice some minion waves. As a mage, you can do that. Matter of fact, most of your gold won't be from the minions, it will be from the assists, the objectives, and the kills. You are not a killing machine, you're not supposed to be the one with billions of kills. I mean, if the opportunity arises and you get many kills, then yeah, no one would say no. But if it's not, then your objective is to make the life of your gold laner, your EXP laner, and your jungler easier, just like the roam. Well, the roam does the same thing, no? He gets gold from helping with minions, from creeps, from vision, from hitting the enemies. So that's basically his job, visioning, helping, CCing, making the life of other players easier. The only difference between you and the roam is that the roam has the responsibility of the mid lane too, as in helping the mid lane rotate and have an easier game, while your job is just focusing on the other three. Not saying that you should not save your roamer, but saying that your roamer has you as an objective. He has gold lane, EXP lane, jungle, and mid lane to focus on them, while you have jungle, EXP, and gold. That is basically the difference between roaming and playing in mid lane. The roamer paves the road for you to rotate, and in return, you help him with the CC, with the damage, because usually roamers won't have enough damage. I'm not saying like they won't deal as much damage as other lanes, but they do need a backup whenever they're going in, whenever they're trying to set an enemy. So you're the first one responsible for following the roamer. So the rotation calls are basically you and the roamer. calling them. Going here, going there, prioritizing this lane over that lane, going with an EXP prior early game to get the objective, or ignoring the objective early game and focus on the gold lane. And all of this is an agreement between you and your roamer. So if you ask me what is the best advice I would say to solo queue players in mid lane is try your best to follow your roamer, no matter what. Some roamers, I'm telling you, some roamers in solo queue, obviously I'm not talking about supports, I generally hate support roamers, I'm sorry. But I'm telling you, if you have a tank roamer, they would like to do some sets, they would like to gank. No one would play a set tank just to stay in one lane. Okay, maybe. Never mind. They would sometimes. But if you see the roamer rotating, then follow them. One other thing you need to understand. I said indeed that the rotation is decided between the mage and the roamer, but the calls for the objectives are the junglers. So it's the jungler's role to make the call for the objectives, for an invade, for taking an objective, unless it's like an invade early game just to kill the enemy jungler, not to secure anything, then yeah, maybe this can be decided by the roam, the mage, or one of the side laners with them. But the team fights, the rotation is almost 99% of the time decided by the roam and the mage, and the XP laner in the mid to late game, because they'll be acting as a second tank, as a second sustain hero who will be sitting for his teammates. Alright, that's basically it. I hope that answered a lot of your questions. I know this is not the detailed version you are hoping for, but I bet a lot of you guys now understand some of the things you're supposed to do. I just need you to remember one thing: save, equalize, and gank. And that's it for today's video. See you guys in the next game. Janhe.